Hello. Well, I'm a little tight, so my throat is very like a sore throat or something like that because my computer was. I found out what I did to my computer, so I fixed it very late. But okay, so I'm going to continue working, and we are going to go directly to the page number 113. This time the audio is going to be fine, so you don't worry. And immediately, so we are going to start making recommendations. Um, as you see, it says, are you going to take an exam? Yes, very soon you're going to make an exam at English. So please study so much. I always recommend you to do an exam for you by yourselves, and sometimes it's very similar to the activities. You can use the platform and Richmond and do all the activities. No matter, I don't send you like obligatory. You have them, all of them, so practice because it's going to be by the platform. I'm going to make you do your exams. Okay. Well, making recommendations. What's your favorite website to practice your English? Okay, well, in this case is teacher Gabby Burton. I said teacher Burton. Okay, well, we have this. This had hundreds of different audios to listen to. Now, listen to the podcast. Check the two recommendations teacher makes to each student. Do you agree? So this time we are going to begin with the audio. Oh my goodness, what a nightmare yesterday for me, but the audios are here.
Audio 10.20.
Welcome to English for All, the podcast for students who want to improve their English fast. Last week, we asked you to tell us about your strengths and weaknesses, your successes and your frustrations. So, today we've chosen 3 messages to read on the air. The first one, where is it? Oh, here, was written by Bruna, a listener from Colombia. Hi, Bruna, who says she's good at grammar but finds it hard to express herself fluently. Listen, your English sounds fantastic, and maybe you're much more fluent than you think. Anyway, here's what I think you should do. Try to focus on expressing your ideas fluently instead of speaking 100% correctly all the time. 'Cause you see, the more you stop to think about what you're going to say next, the more you hesitate. And remember, people will still understand you if you make a few mistakes. And here's another suggestion. Have you thought about asking a friend to practice with you for a few hours a week? You probably have at least 1 or 2 friends who speak some English, right? So think about it. You can have fun and improve your English at the same time without having to, live abroad or anything. Thanks for writing, Bruna, and good luck. Our second message comes from South Korea. Our listener says he has trouble understanding spoken English. Yeah, that's a common problem. Byung-sang, listen, I have 2 suggestions. First, listen to as much English as you can outside the classroom. For example, a good way of practicing is watching internet videos on sites like YouTube, Dailymotion, and so on, at least every other day for about an hour or so. Religiously. Turn the subtitles on and off sometimes too. But be sure to choose a variety of videos, both more and less challenging, okay? And who knows, you might even learn a new expression or 2. And here's the second suggestion. If you want to improve your listening, you should consider giving pronunciation a little more attention. Yeah, I'm serious. Research has shown that students with good pronunciation tend to be much better listeners. How about that? And our final message comes from Omar. Where's he from? Oh, Turkey. Wow. Omar says he's not comfortable reading quickly for general comprehension. Omar, listen, reading too slowly is not always a good idea. For example, if you take an international exam, you'll need to be able to read fast without a dictionary. So here's what I think you should do. Next time you approach a text, read it once quickly first. Then, if necessary, read it again, more carefully, looking for information you need. But try to avoid reading slowly all the time. And about your vocabulary question, here's something that might help. Learn words together. For example, how about learning make an effort instead of effort, or take a course rather than only course? Our brains like these kinds of associations, you know? Well, that does it for us tonight. In the next episode, we'll be talking about...
Well, that's interesting, and this is something always I tell you that's why when you do an exam, you say, "Oh, it sounds nice." Why? Because you are learning complete sentences or expressions. Okay, so now you remember he gave the recommendation, and you're supposed to choose one of them. For me, and then you're going to tell me, do you agree? For me, the best advice for Bruna is the one thing she didn't say. Okay, please, this is something that you are going to write down. Choose one from Bruna, one from Vincent, and one from Omar, and you're going to write it down. But after you write it down, please speak it aloud, closing your notebooks. It is important because you are going to make that vocabulary yours, as I told you previously. Okay? Then they say here, match the two columns. Oh my goodness, here. It says match the two columns and listen to checked and repeat. Copy the intonation. So please stop the video and you are going to do this activity. The time passed by, Okay, now that you already did this, I'm going to give you the answers of the first one. The answers are very easy. Bruna was the recommendation number 2 and 3. Eva and Sang, number 1 and 3, and it is the same for Omar. But don't forget that you also are going to choose one of the recommendations, no matter if it's not mentioned yet, maybe it is good for you, and you are going to write it down. Well, now we are going to match the sentences. Well, so this time I'm going to use some tools so we can draw. It is funny always. I don't know why they put so wide this. I forgot to do it bigger. What? So we are going to do it. Okay. And one more time, I'm going to take this small one. Okay. Try to focus on expressing there. Then, have you thought about asking you? I'm going to choose another color because I want to do the color green. A good way of practicing is watching internet videos. You should consider consider giving pronunciation a little bit more attention. This is always we will never be as a native speaker because you have different accent. but it is not incorrect neither. It is an international English, and this is important that you remember. So don't worry too much, only try and speak. Try to avoid reading slowly, um, all the time. And well, I'm reading slowly because I'm checking what is the answer. And how about learning? Make an effort instead of effort, for example. No, so don't learn the word alone. So you learn it like a complete expression, and this is very, very, very important. Well, now we are going to continue, and we are going to do the next activity. Observe. Just say replace the exchanges as a dialogue. For example, A, you are the student, B, you are the teacher. So this is very funny. But okay, so cover the first column and remember the full sentence. Okay, so you are going to cover in B, yes, and you are going to try to give the sentences to say per check. A, cover the first column, remember the full sentence, and B, check the sub rows. This is important that you try to do it if you have somebody who can speak with you. If not, remember, try to believe that you are a teacher and then you're speaking and oh yes teacher, oh my goodness, don't worry, look, you can't, for example, consider to express your ideas. Okay, I don't know. Yes, but it is important that you are trying to do this. Well, we're going to skip this. A word of English. Have you thought about paying attention to the TH sound in movies? It worked for me. Okay, word of English. Congratulations, you finished intermediate level. Wow, yes, we have finished the book. Most learners don't get this far. To keep improving, speak more often, watch more videos, read things you're interested in. The internet is a fabulous resource. Maybe take an international exam too. This is something that in Colegio México, in Celaya, Guanajuato, for example, that you can take these international exams, and well, so this is an opportunity, or in another place. But believe me, this is why, because it is very, very important. It will motivate you to study more. You'll feel great when you pass, and it might help you get better job. Good luck. Okay, so if you want to do this one, this is important. For example, think about your English and note your strengths and weakness in 2 columns, plus any action ideas. Compare in groups is not possible, but I'm going to read them and make more recommendations and note down these ideas. Maybe you can give me a clue, why not? And I can apply it for the following students for the next year. Thank you. Bye and congratulations.